It's 2018, and there are still millions, if not billions, of people who still don't know that they are being sprayed by chemicals and aerosols from airplanes. There are still people who think chemtrails is just a conspiracy theory. There are still people who have no idea what geoengineering is, or if it even exists. A quick Google search would let anybody know that the government has already admitted that they've begun geoengineering our skies, which means they've begun spraying crap in our sky to alter the weather. They've begun spraying crap in front of the sun to block the sun's rays from supposedly harming our planet. They told us they were going to do this, and then they told us they are doing this. This is not a conspiracy theory anymore. Our government has admitted to spraying quote-unquote aerosol injections into the stratosphere to combat quote-unquote global warming. They told us they were going to do it while they were already doing it. All of us conspiracy theorists, as you would call us, were yelling at you all along that they're spraying our skies, they're manipulating our weather, they're blocking the sun. Now the government has come out and straight up admitted it. Hell, Harvard has a geoengineering research program. So the most prestigious college in the United States, Harvard University, has a geoengineering program, okay? So it's time to wake up, people. They're spraying our skies. This isn't to help the planet, okay? That's the disguise that they have in place to make it okay for them to spray us. There's a reason why people are getting sick with the flu. It's because they can spray you with viruses, bacteria, and what have you to get you sick. And then they can get you to go get free flu shots to poison you even further. How hard would it be to spray you with something to get you sick? And then they can scare you into going and getting free flu shots, free vaccines. And then suddenly, oh, you have autism, or your kid has autism. Shocking. Shocking that there's an autism epidemic that keeps getting worse and worse and worse. How's that happening? Where's that coming from? They've been spraying our sky for decades, folks, and now they full-blown admitted it, and people still aren't waking up and still aren't doing anything about it. Nothing's going to ever change until we force them to stop. There are even people out there saying that airplanes aren't using jet fuel, that they're using air and oxygen and running off no fuel, and that these trails are just a byproduct of these planes not using any fuel, and that the chemtrail conspiracy is all just made up. Yeah, well, I can see how planes might be running off oxygen. I can see how the technology to not have to actually use fuel could and should exist. I can totally believe in that. However, I don't believe for a second that planes aren't spraying the populace. We are absolutely being sprayed, and you can see evidence of this. So, basically, folks, the reason these airplanes were invented is not to get from point A to point B more efficiently. It was so that they could drop shit on the populace below, such as bombs and chemical weapons. I mean, think about it. After the invention of black powder and being able to force a projectile out of a cannon or a barrel, the gun, the cannon, what have you, We also have the invention of bombs. So it had to take a smart person to think, how can we get high enough above our enemy so that we can drop this bomb on top of their heads? That's how the airplane came to be, so that you could get over the top of your enemy and drop bombs and chemicals on top of their heads. And they're still doing it today. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? And now they come out and tell us that they're doing it. And they tell us under the disguise of, we're combating global warming. It's to save you all. The only chance we have to save ourselves is to force them to stop. Will we ever wake up and do it? I doubt it. But here's my battle cry. Wake up, everyone! They're spraying us. They've admitted to spraying us. Quit being a fucking moron. If you're a person who doesn't think chemtrails are real, they've admitted they're spraying shit in front of the sun to combat global warming. Once you find out global warming is a hoax and is bullshit, then you'll find out they're spraying shit in the air to alter the weather. They're spraying shit in the air to get us sick. And then there's going to be people who will say, why would the elites spray themselves? Wouldn't that poison themselves? The elites don't drink the same water and eat the same food as you and I. And the elites might also have knowledge of how to eliminate those heavy metals and toxins from their system. They might know the perfect things to eat and to drink and the perfect techniques to get rid of all that shit. Whereas they tell us the perfect techniques to make it worse. Oh, you feeling the effects from that shit we sprayed you with? Why don't you go get a free flu shot? That'll make you feel better. Then you won't have to worry about that shit we're spraying you with. Wink, wink. What they really want you to do is get synergistic toxicity. They want you to mix the flu shot toxins with the toxins they're spraying you with out of the airplanes, with the toxins in the food, toxins in all the fake man-made and man-manipulated vegetables and fruits that Monsanto produces. This is no longer a conspiracy theory, folks. The government has admitted they are spraying crap out of airplanes to alter the weather. The airplane was invented to drop shit on you, not to get you from point A to point B more quickly. That's just a bonus feature of them inventing the thing that they could drop shit on your head with. This is the opinion of Jake the Asshole. Everyone has an opinion, and opinions are like assholes. And this is the opinion of Jake the Asshole. Have a great day.